Hello everyone and welcome to the next in our series of daily origami for YouTube. Today we're going to continue making some of our traditional origami as we kind of do a little review as we start out 2013. And today we're going to make a cicada. And this particular origami, you're just going to use your standard origami paper. I'm going to use 15 by 15 centimeter paper. And I'll let you guys know the dimensions of the cicada when we're finished, so that if you needed to make one for a project or something, then you'd know, the size of paper you'd want to start with. Any paper works fine. There's not that many folds in this, so you could probably use like printer paper, but origami paper I think definitely works best. So we're going to start off here with our paper, and I want to start with my color side facing down. We're going to fold our paper in half, and you can just line up that top part there, just smooth down right to the center, and then smooth out these edges so that you can get a good triangle fold here. With the flat side down here and the point facing up, take the right point and bring it up towards the center. So you're folding it over and creating another little triangle here. Go ahead and smooth out that edge. And then do the same thing on this side too. Get a good crease there, so it looks like a diamond. Now I'm going to take each of these little flaps and fold them out. And I'm going to fold them out at an angle here so that I get a tiny little bit down here that's going to serve kind of as the back part of the cicada. You want to make sure that your crease goes all the way from this tip here, this corner, and then you could kind of choose your angle. You don't want it to come out too far, that'll be a little weird. Cicada's wings stay fairly close to their bodies, so we just want to have a little peak of the body and the underside there when we do this. So I like to get one going, and then you can either eyeball it and guess it as you do this one, or you can kind of fold things in half for a second if you don't mind making a crease, or even just gently hold it for a second. And then you could kind of duplicate where things are a little bit here, and then that can kind of help. But there is a few other places where you can eyeball it so you can get a good crease. Once we have both of the flaps folded down, I want to take this first layer and fold it down, and we want it to extend past these wings we've made here. And you're just going to, this is a kind of a guess of how far you want to fold this down. And it's going to determine, where this little white strip of accent color is going to be on the cicada. I'm just going to fold down about here. I want to be able to still see a fair amount of the body underneath there. So I get that part folded down. Then we're going to take the other flap and fold this down. This is what's going to determine the width of that line. If you want a really fat line on your cicada and a little bit of a smaller heads area, then you can make it a little higher up, or you can bring it down and make it thinner. I'm just going to make mine about 1 centimeter thick. Go ahead and get that crease made. Then once we've got that completed, I want to turn everything over for a second, and we're going to take the edge that we have here and fold it into the center. And we haven't really made where the crease of that center is. If you want to, you can go ahead and just gently kind of give yourself a guideline of where that's going to be, so that when you take this edge, you can make sure that that little bit of side lines up with it. So you're getting a nice good angle there for the outside of the body. I'm going to do this side too, and this one's easy because you just are lining up to the one you just did, so bring those in. This is the only part where, because there is a lot of paper, if you're using like printer paper, this crease could be a little tricky. There is a lot of paper, and even with origami paper it's a little hard. So get that part folded over, turn everything over, and you should have your finished cicada. Now you get to do a lot of really fun things with this. If you want to adjust it, you can obviously make things. You could even overlap the back if you wanted a thinner cicada. They are kind of fat, so this is a pretty good, about as twice as long as they are wide usually. So to be honest, the ones that are in my backyard in the summertime are almost this size. Yeah, I'm not kidding, seriously. So big little guys there. So let's go ahead and measure the finished little cicada here so you guys know how big he is. At the widest point of his wingspan, he's about 7 centimeters. So about 7 centimeters wide. And then from the farthest point of his wings as well, I'm going to say he's about 8 centimeters long. So that should kind of give you guys an idea of how big your little cicada will be when he's finished if you use a 15 by 15 centimeter paper. So it's about, half of the dimensions that you're using. So you can kind of use that as some basic quick math to think, well, if I need to make a little itty bitty guy who's like 4 centimeters big, then maybe my paper could be 8 centimeters by 8 centimeters. So that is our finished cicada, which is our finished project for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.